You released a list of your foreign policy advisors. Frank Gaffney was on that list, the former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense during the Reagan administration. Mr. Gaffney has said that President Obama is a Muslim, that the Muslim Brotherhood placed operatives throughout the federal government, that Saddam Hussein probably was behind the Oklahoma City bombing, that Chris Christie may have been complicit in treason by appointing a Muslim American to New Jersey's state judiciary. Is this someone whose views you agree with?
Well, look, I recognize that folks in the media get really nervous when you actually call out radical Islamic terrorism. Frank Gaffney is someone I respect. Frank Gaffney is a serious thinker who has been focused on fighting jihadism across the globe. And he's endured attacks from the left, from the media, because he speaks out against radical Islamic terrorism, because he speaks out against, for example, the political correctness of the Obama administration that effectively gets in bed with the Muslim Brotherhood. The Muslim Brotherhood is a terrorist organization.
Let's be precise. When he said back in 2009, Barack Hussein Obama would have to be considered America's first Muslim president. You agree with him on that?
Listen, I don't know what he said in 2009.
I just read to you the quote.
I don't have the full context. I'm not interested in playing the media gotcha game of here's every quote, every person who's supporting you has said at any point, do you agree with every statement? That's silliness. Here's my view. We need a commander-in-chief that defends America. And defending America means defeating radical Islamic terrorism and defeating ISIS. What is completely unreasonable is Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton's consistent pattern of refusing even to say the words radical Islamic terrorism. When we see a terror attack, but let me finish this point, Wolf. When we see a terror attack in Paris and San Bernardino, and President Obama says, gosh, I didn't realize people were upset. I guess I wasn't watching the cable news. And then he gives a national TV conference where he doesn't call out radical Islamic terrorists, but instead he lectures Americans on Islamophobia. We need a commander-in-chief safe, and one of the reasons why we're going to win in November is people are fed up with this silliness.
Would he be considered your national security advisor if he were president?
Look, Frank is one of a number of people who is part of the team who are advising me, and I appreciate his good counsel. For example, Frank has been leading the effort focused on the threat of an EMP, an electromagnetic pulse, which would be a nuclear weapon detonated in the atmosphere that would take down our electrical grid. It could kill tens of millions of Americans. And all Iran would have to do is fire one nuke into the atmosphere. They don't need to hit anything. They just need to get it above the eastern seaboard. And they could kill tens of millions. That is valuable work focusing on national security. And I'm curious, Wolf, you know, when does the media focus on threats like an EMP?
I think we focused on a lot of those threats, but let me just read one other thing. He says there's some pretty compelling circumstantial evidence of Saddam Hussein's Iraq being involved with the people who perpetrated the 1993 attack on the World Trade Center and even the Oklahoma City bombing. Now, you're a smart guy. Have you seen any circumstantial evidence to back that up?
You know, I told you a minute ago I'm not going to play the gotcha game of every quote every advisor may have given 20 years ago. You're welcome to throw them out.
That was in 2009.
But I'm actually interested in talking about the problems in this country and not... This is silliness.
Right. And some other statements against ISIS today, and one of them caught my eye. You say you would carpet bomb them. You've said that before. You know that carpet bombing means women and children dead in the street. You know that, right?
It doesn't mean that. What I mean by carpet bombing is using overwhelming air power, not doing...
they hide in civilian areas. You know that.
The first Persian Gulf War, we launched roughly 1,100 air attacks a day. We carpet bombed them for 37 days. And then after that, our troops went in and in a day and a half mopped up the Iraqi army.
Were you over there? I was over there. It was a different situation. We degraded Saddam Hussein's military. Yeah. We didn't bomb Kuwait City. Right. Okay, where he was.
Nobody's talking about bombing civilians, but the difference is right now, we're doing between 15 and 30 air attacks a day. It's pinprick. So what we ought to use is overwhelming air power, carpet bombing to take out their command and control infrastructure, take out their communication, take out their finance, take out their transportation, take out the oil fields, take out...
Still not going to beat them. They're going to hide in the city.
That's not the only thing.